2 times x minus 50 greater than or equal to 13, what is the set of values that x can take? First of all, this is a quadratic inequality. We need to get 0 on one side. X squared minus 2 times x minus 63 is greater than or equal to 0. Then we have to factor this expression. X minus 9 times x plus 7 is greater than or equal to 0. We will treat this inequality like an equation. If this was an equation, then the roots of x would be x equals 9 or x equals negative 7. We need to locate such roots on a number line. 9 and negative 7. So, if x was greater than or equal to 9, then the product x minus 9 times x plus 7 would be a positive number. If x were between negative 7 and 9, the product x minus 9 times x plus 7 would be a negative number. And if x was less than or equal to negative 7, the product x minus 9 times x plus 7 would be a positive number. Since inequality states that the product must be greater than or equal to 0, then all the values x can take are the ones that give positive numbers. Finally, x must be greater than or equal to 9 or less than or equal to negative 7. Choice E is correct. If negative x squared is greater than 25 times x, what is the set of all values that x can take? This is a quadratic inequality. To find the roots of x, do the following. Get 0 on one side of the inequality. 0 is greater than x squared plus 25 times x. Then we need to factorize this expression. X times x plus 25 is less than 0. Now we need to treat inequality like an equal sign and find the roots of x. X is 0 or x is negative 25. Now, I need to locate these numbers on a number line. 0 and negative 25. If x is a number greater than 0, then the product x times x plus 25 is a positive number. If x lies between 0 and negative 25, the product x times x plus 25 is a negative number. Finally, if x is a number less than negative 25, the product x times x plus 25 is a positive number. Now, since inequality states that the product x times x plus 25 is less than 0, x must take all the values that yield a negative product. It means x must be between 0 and negative 25. Choice B is correct. If x squared plus 14 times x plus 20 is less than negative 4, what is the set of all values that x can take? So first of all, we need to get 0 on one side. X squared plus 14 times x plus 24 is less than 0. Second of all, we need to find the factors of this expression. So which of the following are the factors of this expression above? So the factors are x plus 12 and x plus 2. Now we have that x plus 12 times x plus 2 is less than 0. Now, if the inequality was an equation, the roots of x would be negative 12 or negative 2. Now, we need to locate these numbers on a number line. Now, if x was any number greater than negative 2, the sign of the product x plus 12 times x plus 2 would be a positive number. If x was any number between negative 12 and negative 2, the product x plus 12 times x plus 2 would be a negative number. And finally, if x was any number less than negative 12, the product x plus 12 times x plus 2 would be a positive number. Now, according to inequality, the product must be less than 0. In other words, it must be a negative number. Therefore, the only values that x can take are the ones that give a negative product. Therefore, x must be a number between negative 12 and negative 2. Choice D is correct. If x squared is greater than negative 16 times x, what is the set of all values that x can take? So first of all, we need to get 0 on one side. X squared plus 16 times x is greater than 0. We need to factor this expression. X times x plus 16 is greater than 0. Now, if this inequality was an equation, the roots of x would be 0 or negative 16. Now, we need to locate these numbers on the number line. Now, if x was any number greater than 0, then the sign of the product x times x plus 16 would be a positive number. If x was any number that lies between negative 16 and 0, the product x times x plus 16 would be a negative number. And if x was any number less than negative 16, the product x times x plus 16 would be a positive number. According to inequality, the product x times x plus 16 must be greater than 0. In other words, it must be a positive number. Therefore, the only values that x can take are the values that give positive products. Finally, x must be greater than 0 or less than negative 16. Choice C is correct.